Hi everyone, I am your host Kayla Nicole 999. This is 90 days to recovery after narcissistic abuse. Welcome back. Today is day 26 and as I told you in the previous video, we are going to discuss how covert narcissists have a tendency to put themselves down. I'm still looking for some links. I haven't really had time to sit down and watch a lot of videos, and that's the thing. Like, I can't add links to my videos of other videos if I don't watch them. If you're wondering what is up with a pillow, y'all know I'm cam girl. I just got done working cam. I didn't make my videos for Monday to day in advance. I am slacking on that. Life has been pretty hard lately. So, yeah, I'm like literally sitting here in a freaking bikini and Uggs. That is my outfit at the moment, which isn't necessarily appropriate to discuss narcissists. So I decided to just, cover myself with a pillow because it's late. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm making this video for you because I promised y'all that I would. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I am going to go take my makeup off and go to bed. So yeah, I feel bad though because I didn't make these videos, so I gotta get them uploaded. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right into these videos. And again, I am reading from that same healthline.com article on covert narcissists. And once again, I will link to that article in the comment section. So it says that covert narcissists have a tendency to put themselves down, a need for admiration is a key trait of NPD. And if you aren't familiar, NPD stands for Narcissistic Personality Disorder. This need often leads people to boast about their achievements, often by exaggeration or outright lying. Mari Joseph, PSYD, suggests this may be related to internal self-esteem issues. People with narcissism have to spend a lot of time making sure they don't feel bad feelings, that they don't feel imperfect or ashamed or limited or small, he explains. People with covert narcissism also rely on others to build up their self-esteem, but instead of talking themselves up, they tend to put themselves down. They might speak modestly about their contributions with an underlying goal of earning compliments and recognition, or they may offer a compliment to get one in return. Okay, so let's discuss what this means. Now, I too have a tendency to put myself down. I mean, we all do. But in my experience with covert narcissists, they take it to the extreme. So, my ex-best friend, using her as an example again, because her and my mother are the best examples that I have, she would always call herself an asshole. She would make some really mean remark, and then she'd be like, I'm just an asshole, And what she was hoping for was that you would say, oh, no, you're not an asshole. You're a really wonderful person, and you have the right to feel. She needed you to build her up. So she would put herself down. She would make excuses for not doing the things that she needed to do. This girl would never put in any effort into anything. She always had an excuse for why she didn't get things done. And then she would call herself a worthless human. Every fucking time. So she was a stripper and she was trying to learn to code, and she was trying to do some self-learning, computer coding, free stuff on the internet. And I was also doing this. And she had been doing it for years, but she never got anywhere because the thing is, she didn't actually want to do it. She'll never admit that to any of you, but she didn't actually want to do it. So her excuse was she'd go to work at the strip club and then she'd get really, really drunk. And then she'd wake up and she'd be hungover and she'd be like, well, I tried, but I was just too hungover. And I'm a worthless human. And of course, again, she wanted you to build her up. Well, here's the thing. I was a stripper too. And if you really want to, you can go to work and not drink. I danced soberly as a stripper for years. She was choosing to drink. She would claim that she had to drink. She would claim that she couldn't deal with the job without drinking, but really that's just an excuse people tell yourselves. Like, if you really put your mind to something, you can do it. You know, I was doing some of the same coding stuff that she was doing, and in 3 months, I learned way more than this girl did in years. And she really thought that somebody was just gonna get her a job without her putting in any work and effort, and that's just her mindset, you know? And calling herself worthless human and an asshole and this and that. It was so people would build her up. She would manipulate people into complimenting her by talking badly about herself. My mom, oh my God, my fucking mom, like, okay. She would call me to talk badly about herself because she just wanted to dump her shit on me. And it was really annoying, and it would always drain my energy, and then it would leave me feeling suicidal after talking to her. And one of the last times that she did this, she didn't even call me. I was at a concert. She knew that I was at a concert because my sister was supposed to go with me, and my sister was being a brat that day. And trying to like manipulate me into getting her way, and I had bought these tickets and I just wasn't having it, so I told my sister, you're not going. And I'm sure that my sister like went and bitched my mom about it, and so my mom decided that she was gonna, you know, ruin my day, because that's what my mom, she loves to ruin my days, you know. So anyway, I'm at this concert and I'm trying to have a good time. And all of a sudden, I get these text messages from my mom, and she's basically saying, I can't remember offhand exactly what she said. She started out with, oh, I'm such a terrible human. I should be executed. You should have that arranged. My own mother was telling me that I should arrange her execution. And I replied and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? And she comes back with, oh, I'm just thinking about this one time that I didn't pay rent and I got evicted. And then she like adds up all the rent that she paid over the course of, I don't know, however many years. And I don't even know what she wanted. She wanted to ruin my night. She was hoping that I would sit there and say, oh, Mom, don't talk like that about yourself. You know, after, that was in 2018, after 34 fucking years of dealing with that woman, I couldn't do it anymore. So I didn't reply to her that night. And then the next day after the concert, after I went and got sloshed because I proceeded to drink and drink and drink and drink after those text messages, because who wouldn't? I mean, my own mother just told me I should arrange her execution. And I still have the text messages. Like, people don't believe me, but I saved these text messages. I still have the thread from my mom. Even though I want no contact with my mom, I have these text threads. Just in case anyone tries to say that I'm lying, I can pull them up and say, this is my mom's number, isn't it? See for yourself. So anyway, you know, I got so drunk, I blacked out. I don't even remember the concert. Had a problem with drinking for a while, and it was because of the narcissist in my life. You know, I wasn't dealing with my emotions. I wasn't talking about anything. I was hiding the narcissistic abuse from everybody. And so I drank and I drank and I drank and I drank to the point of blackouts, and it wasn't good. I don't do that anymore, but I didn't stop doing that until after I went no contact with these narcissists and started actually talking about my emotions and releasing my emotions and doing the rage writing that I do that my narcissists absolutely hate. But it's not their problem. I have the right to tell my stories. I have the right to vent angrily in writing. I'm not hurting anybody by calling people derogatory names and saying that, I felt like punching them, but I chose not to because I didn't want to go to jail, and I know that punching people is wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong by releasing my emotions and writing like that. It's been more healing for me than therapy actually has, honestly. And, if my abusers don't like it, well, hey, y'all shouldn't have abused me. So anyway, I texted her back the next day, and I said, you really need to get yourself some help. It's shit like this that makes me not want anything to do with you. And she didn't respond, because obviously that wasn't the response that she was hoping for. So yeah, everyone thinks that narcissists have this giant ego and this great sense of self-esteem, and in some ways, yes, they do. They may boast about their accomplishments, and they may talk like they're better than everyone else, but if you really start paying attention, you're going to realize that narcissists have a tendency to put themselves down. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, I attract a lot of narcissists. One of the last guys that I was talking to had a tendency to put himself down, and I never actually ended up going out on a date with him, and I can't say, I never got to know him well enough, but I wonder if he was another narcissist, because he would subtly put himself down. And honestly, that little alarm bell when him and I first met, he said a few things, and I was just like, narcissist, in my head, but then he seems so nice that I ignored it. Oh well, I fucked that one up. He doesn't talk to me anymore. He wants nothing to do with me. And if he was the narcissist, well, personally, I'm glad I fucked that one up, because I am not trying to be involved romantically or platonically or even in a family situation with another narcissist again. It was hell. It was hell. My mom's my mom. I love my mom, but I also really dislike that woman. And, I won't talk to her again unless she gets herself some help. And I don't see that happening. I'm about to turn 37 on March 10th. And I've been in years worth of therapy, but my mom's hardly ever gone to therapy. I would love to see her get herself some help, but I don't see it happening. And, she'd always talk about what a terrible person she is. And now I have this nagging voice inside my head that tells me that I'm a terrible person, and I am really trying hard to reprogram that voice. And it's so hard because I wake up on the daily feeling like people are mad at me. I haven't even talked to another human outside of social media it's been a while. It's been at least a few days, if not a week or longer. And I woke up today feeling like everybody's mad at me and everybody hates me because I grew up with that narcissistic woman. And she was constantly putting herself down, but she was also constantly degrading me and putting me down. And my ex-best friend was also subtly putting me down as well too. So now I just have this cycle of negative self-talk in my head, and I'm trying so hard to break it. But I also have PTSD. CPTSD to be exact. And it's hell. Reprogramming the negative thoughts in your head is absolutely absolute hell. I went to DBT therapy for a while. I did EMDR therapy. I no longer have insurance, so I can't continue with therapy. I also no longer have a car, so getting to therapy is not easy for me. Like, I'm filing bankruptcy, I have no car, I have no transportation, I am not making much money as a cam girl. Like, I've been averaging freaking $4 and change as a cam girl recently. I haven't been working that much because it's been hard to find the motivation to work when I'm not earning any freaking money. And anyway, it's a story for another day. But you know, therapy is so expensive. Therapy is so expensive. It's not easy to get to. You know, they're only open Monday through Friday, business hours. And if you have a job that prevents you from going, if you don't have insurance, you have to stop going. I recently read that neurofeedback is supposed to be really good for PTSD. There's some people who do neurofeedback and they come to you, but they charge $85 a session. I can't afford that. And it's really unfortunate that, you know, these narcissists and these other abusive people, they break us. They break us and then they get away scot-free and they move on to their next victim. And then we're sitting here damaged, desperate to heal, but it's so fucking expensive for us to heal. I don't like that at all. I don't think that's fair. But what can we do about it? Really nothing, right? We just gotta keep trying to heal ourselves. Positive affirmations, you guys. I know it's hard. I know it's hard if you put yourself down like I do on a regular basis. It's hard to tell yourself, you know, I am beautiful. I love myself. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm successful. I am talented. But I do those daily. And for a while, I didn't believe it. But the more you say it, the more you'll start to believe it. For a while, I couldn't say that I am loved because I don't believe that anybody loves me. I do have some friends that love me, and I do have some family members that love me. But I really didn't believe that I was loved or that I was worthy of loved. So instead of saying I am loved, I had to change it around and I had to say I am worthy of love, or I deserve to be loved. You know, I had to start convincing myself that I was even worthy of love and deserving of love before I could actually believe these things. So if you're struggling to tell yourself, you know, I love myself, or that you're intelligent, or any of these positive I am statements, affirmations, switch it around, you know, start with I am worthy of love and work your way up to I love myself and I am loved. You'll get there. Just keep at it. The narcissists don't let their opinions of you define you, because you are worth so much more than what they think you are worth. And with that, I'm going to end this video. As always, thanks so much for joining me. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and stay connected with me. I am not monetized on YouTube yet. I'm trying to work my way up to getting monetized, but I have a long journey ahead of me. You know, it's going to take 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time for me to get monetized. So if you want to support me, the best way to do that is just by subscribing to my channel and then watching my videos. I will try to find a video to link to this one. I'm going to be working on that as I have time. I'm really working on just getting some stable income coming in for my life at this time. But I will play catch up. Sometimes it just takes me months to get caught up, but I will get there eventually, I promise you. I will always do what I promise. It just sometimes takes me months to get there. Thanks you guys so much for joining me. I will see you guys again next week. I have not decided what we're going to discuss next week yet. It's something in the same article, but again, I'll link to this article in the comments, and I will also, or just description, not comments. I will link to that article in the comments, and then I will also tell you guys, description, I am sorry, it's like I said, 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm exhausted. And then I will tell you what the topic for next week is going to be once I figure that out. Thank you guys. I am gonna go wash my face and get to bed because it's way past my bedtime. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, evening, morning, weekend. I don't know what time it is or what time of day, where you're at, what day it is. I am getting delirious, so I need to go now. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.